What's the deal, y'all? This your man King Eric, the Media Assassin, coming at y'all with another video. Subscribe, hit the like button for me. So I want to talk about the album of the week, and this goes to LL Cool J's Mr. Smith. One of the dopest albums from 1995, I might add. So let me give y'all a little backstory on where this thing was going. LL was coming off of 14 shots to the dome. Def Jam was going through a crisis. His career was once again met in the crossroads because rap was changing to hardcore. It was going the more hardcore route, not in hardcore as his element, but hardcore as in gangster route. Because I did a video a while back talking about how 1993 a lot of people then switched their style and sound out to sound more hardcore and gangster. Even the dudes that were considered laughing stocks at the time, Hammer and Vanilla Ice. So LL fell victim to that with 14 shots to the dome. And it was something that sounded way out of his element. Like he was trying to make records like Onyx and Tretch and it was Onyx and Tretch. He was trying to make those type of records, those hardcore records. And it didn't really fit him. So I heard that when he was trying to come in with the Mr. Smith album, he tried to come in with just hardcore shit. Like he was just gonna kill 100 niggas. And Trackmasters was like, nah, man, you can't come in with that, man. That's not you. That's not you. And see, at the time, he had Marley Marl with the Mama Said Knock You Out. That gave him a great comeback record. But see, times were changing again. And how can LL fit in the hip-hop criteria in 1995? Trackmasters did a magnificent job on this album to where it helped LL find his true self, his true nature, without really sounding too over the top. It provided a perfect balance within its sound. Like they gave the smooth records that they sampled, like El DeBarge's I Like It, and gave it a little more of a hip hop edge, would make it hot. Then Lady in My Life, the Michael Jackson joint he sampled for Hey Lover. It gave a dope hip hop edge to it. Lounging, when he sampled I'll Be Sure's joint All Day, and it sounded dope. Trackmasters gave those classic 80s tunes a more hip hop edge to it, and LL just did his thing with it. Now, my personal favorite track on there was Hip Hop, where he gave homage to all the origins. We talk about the 5 elements. We talk about the East, North, South, West. Everything pertaining to hip hop, the old school. This is what you would consider a pay homage record, the perfect pay homage record. And the only thing that I will say for sure is that this record should have been the one to close out Mr. Smith instead of the remix. But see, the I Shot Ya remix, but see, the I Shot Ya, that record right there will also let niggas know, like, look, don't let the pretty records fool you. I can still get in the nigga ass when it comes to a battle. Don't come in this ring. I'm still LL Cool J. And then what he usually does is he brings up and comers on his projects. This is a criteria that he started doing. Then he followed up with 4321 later on. He did I Shot You when he brought in Fat Joe. He brought in Keith Murray, Foxy Brown, Prodigy. All those guys at the time was really coming in, and LL gave him a time to shine up there. And he showed that he was really with the bullshit. Word, I had Crush all my peers, rhyme in the source for 20 years. He was with it. Female rappers too. I don't give a fuck, boo. He was with it. And this was also a controversial record because Tupac thought the record was about him. In LA's they gang bang. That reference right there was probably that made Tupac think that this record was about him, because any record that was dealing with shooting, I shot you, who shot you, Tupac kind of like felt it was about him. But I don't think LL would do that, man, because LL literally gave props to Tupac on the hip hop record. So But then again, you never know with LL, man. LL could kind of be like a little bit, you know how Queens niggas can get sometimes. They can get a little bit sneaky on that tip. Like, you see how he did Cannabis. But the record itself, man, Mr. Smith was a great comeback record, man. I mean, you had Life as a Killer, so scandalous. The life of a killer is dangerous. Produced by my man Easy Mo B. Big shout out to him. We had him on Off the Cuff Radio years ago. Hollis to Hollywood, where he talked about the crossover effect. And he also, I believe, threw some jabs at Warren G on that record. I mean, that's just LL being LL when it comes to competition. Because Warren G was, praised as the guy that kind of saved Def Jam, and LL kind of didn't like that. So LL then do some jabs on him. I think he did it on No Airplay either. But overall, Mr. Smith was a great album, man. It was a great comeback album that he really needed, and it helped him flourish for a couple years. Then he came out with the Ain't Nobody remix and the Loungin' remix. He did his thing that summer, and he had doing it. Trackmasters hooked him up big time, man. So, big salute to them. But that's my thoughts on the album, man. Mr. Smith was a dope project, and it opened up a lot of doors for Trackmasters, and it gave LL new wings into the 90s. So let me know what you guys think. Subscribe to the like button. Peace.